There's a figure we often see but rarely understand. He's the man who walks into a restaurant and asks for a table for one. He's the neighbor who spends his Saturdays working in his garage, the sound of old music drifting out, but never the sound of company. He's the single older man, and the world, especially women looking for a partner, often looks at him with a silent question mark, a kind of gentle suspicion. The narrative we've built around him is one of lack. He must be lonely. He must be set in his ways. He must have too much baggage, or worse, he must be incapable of love. We see his solitude and mistake it for a void. But this perception, this story we tell ourselves, is often a profound misunderstanding, and the truth behind his solitary life is one that many women, conditioned by a different set of life experiences, find difficult to accept, because it challenges the very nature of what we think a person needs to be happy. The first truth is that his life is not an empty canvas waiting for a partner to paint on it. It's a finished mural. A young person's life is often about building, about finding the pieces, the career, the home, the partner, the family. It's a project of accumulation. An older man, especially one who has been through life's great trials, has already built several cities and watched some of them fall. His routines, the things we might label as being set in his ways, are not walls to keep people out. They are the foundations of a life he has consciously built for himself. The way he drinks his coffee, the walks he takes at dusk, the books he reads, these are not habits of loneliness. They are rituals of peace. He has spent decades learning what brings him a sense of calm and purpose. He is not looking for someone to disrupt his peace. He is, if anything, looking for someone who can harmonize with it. A partner is not the missing piece of his puzzle. The puzzle is already complete. A partner would be someone who can admire the finished picture and add a beautiful frame. Music swells slightly, then softens. Then there is the idea of baggage. We see a man who has been divorced or who has been single for a decade, and we imagine a house full of locked rooms, haunted by ghosts of the past. And yes, there are rooms, there are memories, but what we label as baggage is, in reality, a library of lived experience. He has learned the hard way what works and what doesn't. His heart isn't broken, it's educated. He knows the subtle signs of a failing connection because he's felt that failure before. He understands the importance of communication because he has lived through the deafening silence of its absence. Those scars are not marks of damage. They are proof of resilience. He survived, he learned, and that learning has made him incredibly selective. This is the second truth, and perhaps the hardest to swallow. His hesitation is not a fear of commitment. It is a deep respect for it. He is not playing games. In fact, he is tired of games. He has reached a point in his life where his time and his emotional energy are his most precious resources. He won't spend them on drama, on ambiguity, or on a connection that doesn't feel deeply, authentically right. He isn't looking for a whirlwind romance that sets his world on fire. He's looking for a quiet warmth that feels like coming home. His standard for partnership isn't about looks or status or excitement. It's about peace. It's about emotional maturity. It's about a connection so real that it makes his carefully curated solitude feel even better, not lonelier. He doesn't want someone to save him from his loneliness because, and this is the core of it all, he is very rarely lonely. Pause. The music becomes more thoughtful, and that is the fundamental truth that so many refuse to accept. He has mastered the art of being alone. Our society treats being alone, especially in later life, as a failure, a consolation prize. But for many of these men, it is a deliberate choice, a skill they have cultivated. They have faced the silence and found music in it. They have faced their own company and found a friend in it. They don't need a partner to validate their existence, to fill their evenings, or to quiet the noise in their head. They have learned to do that for themselves. His happiness is not contingent on another person. It is self-sourced. This is often where the disconnect happens. A woman might approach with the energy of, "I can make you happy," or "Let me fix your loneliness," and be met with a calm, polite disinterest. It's not a rejection of her. It's a rejection of the premise. He doesn't need fixing. He doesn't need saving. What he needs is a partner who is just as whole as he is. Someone who is not looking to be completed, but to be complemented. Someone who has also built their own life, who finds joy in their own company, and who understands that a relationship is not two half people coming together to make one whole. It's two whole people coming together to build something new, without sacrificing the beautiful worlds they already inhabit. Psychologically, this is a state of high self-differentiation. He can maintain his own sense of self, his own thoughts and feelings, while in a close relationship with someone else. He doesn't get lost in the other person. This is why he may seem distant or slow to open up. He is not being guarded out of fear. He is being deliberate, ensuring that a new connection adds to his life rather than subtracts from the peace he has worked so hard to create. So, the truth isn't that he is damaged or unlovable or a perpetual bachelor who is afraid of getting close. The truth is that he values his peace more than he fears being alone. The truth is that his experience has given him a PhD in human connection, and he will not settle for a failing grade. The truth is that he is not waiting for a rescuer, he is waiting for an equal. A fellow traveler who has also learned to navigate their own world and who is now ready to share a map. The next time you see that man sitting alone with his coffee or walking by himself in the park, try to see him differently. You are not looking at a man who is left over. You might just be looking at a man who has finally arrived, a man who understands that the most profound relationship he will ever have is the one with himself, and he will only invite someone in who makes that relationship even richer. He's not looking for a missing half. He's looking for a second whole heart to beat in rhythm with his own.